Hi, I'm Mr. Beast.
And I'm Macaulay Culkin. Okay, this is all of the food we're going to be eating today during a mukbang where I discuss my endometriosis surgery. I have Hugo along with me because we put out a TikTok video where that got a lot of views and we just want to address that today.
Let's eat! But like, you guys don't have any fame, so that's why you're not in shot.
Yeah, we won't bring any clout. I'm really hot. Is it really
the chicken?
warm?
The chicken pieces?
Oh, yeah, kind of spicy.
Yeah, they're a little spicy.
Okay.
Tell people what we got.
Oh, we got apricot chicken, peri peri chicken, we got Hawaiian, cheesy garlic wedges, and then chicken, like, bites. They're yum, they're spicy. And then we have some chips, chocolate and lollies, and Coke.
So tell them, like, what is endometriosis?
Endometriosis is when the lining, it's like, a girl has a period, she gets lining on the inside of her uterus. It's similar to that lining. It grows outside of the uterus. So often it will line the outside or it will go onto the ovaries. They've always said it's 1 in 10 women have endo. It's now more likely it's 1 in 8.
There's more people with endometriosis than gay people.
Yeah, we're taking over. We're coming for the gay community.
I mean, if you get Pride Month, I think it's endo month time.
We only get a day. Endo day. Endo awareness day. You get a month. I've already done my whole health story about my endo, so I'll just
Go watch that video.
So now I'm just going to tell you about this recent surgery I had. So, I've been having really bad endo flare-ups for the last like 6 months. I decided to go to my surgeon. She gave me new medication to try. None of that worked, so I went back. And then I got a call one day saying, we have a spot for you to have surgery either this week or in August. So I was like, okay, I'll have it as soon as possible. At 8 AM on Thursday, I was due to be in the operating room having the surgery. We got to the waiting room and they were like, only one person can come in, which was really dumb because my mum and my partner Andrew had come. So their mum just had to sit out in the waiting room.
Wait, so the woman that gave birth to you, you made wait in the waiting room?
She gave me these issues.
That's so true. I didn't think about that.
Up, I have to fill out this menu. I get like all these doctors telling me to take new pills and stuff. First of all, they got the menu wrong. I filled out this menu and I was like, well, last time I was here there was French toast on the menu. There's no French toast this time. So I said, is this a gluten-free menu? And they went, no, are you gluten-free? And I went,
Yeah.
so they gave me a gluten-free menu. Got my French toast. And then they pretty much were like, okay, we're just gonna have to get you to talk to the anaesthetist and then you're going into surgery. So I get changed into my little gown. The anaesthetist comes in and I'm very lucky I remembered that last time I had surgery they tilted my head back and I vomited. So I told her that because it's dangerous and she was like, oh okay, I think it was like a one-time thing. They take me into the theatre and everyone talks to you like you're the cool girl at school who just turned up. The person walking me in goes, hi everyone, this is Ruby, and they go, hi Ruby, and I was like, hey. I lay down. The anaesthetist was like, I can't get your vein, what's happened to your vein? Honestly couldn't find it for like 5 minutes and she keeps telling me this. And I'm like, I can't help you. They start giving me gas and I'm like, okay, I'm going under, good night. Eyes closed, I'm asleep. So I wake up and I was told originally that if they had actually removed a lot of endo, there'd be 4 incisions, if not there's just 2. So I asked the nurse, how many incisions are there? 8. And then she went, I can't tell you that. Which is weird because I could just look down at my abdomen, but obviously I've like just come out of surgery, I'm kind of loopy. I was like, oh, okay. The tears start coming and I'm going red and the other nurse is like wiping my tears away with tissue. She was lovely. And then she's like, she needs morphine. The other nurse is like arguing with her. They finally give me morphine into the like line that I had. So then I was fine. I stopped crying. The nurse goes, oh, you're so
You have
lucky.
8 incisions.
Oh no, the nurse goes, you have 4 incisions.
Only 4.
Yeah. You can go. Then they wheel me to my hospital room and I go, where's my mum? And they literally say, she's waiting for you in your room.
Oh!
And she's not there. I get to my room, no one's there.
I don't blame her. You put her in that waiting room and she was sick of waiting.
Oh, she went, I'm not coming on your time.
Uh-uh.
So, my mum wasn't there. I actually have texts.
Why? Are you going to put your mum on blast?
And then mum was like, oh, I didn't get a call. So, like, she was leaving the house then. The anaesthetist.
Is that what they're called?
Anaesthetist.
What's an anesthesiologist?
Oh.
Is it the same thing?
Must be.
Antithesis? Anaesthetist. Anaesthetists.
Yeah.
Anesthetist? No, that's not what you said. What is anaesthetist? Okay.
Then the anaesthetist comes and goes, when they tilted your head back, you did vomit again. And I go, classic Ruby, like, I'm not too worried about it at this point. And then she goes, but this time it was like coffee grinds. In my head I go, when did I last have coffee? Like 2 days ago. So later I googled it. That means it's dried old blood. She went, oh yeah, because we had already put a tube down your throat, so it was like pushed up against your throat. So it's like burnt your throat. She said, also, there's some in your lungs. So you need to keep coughing because you could get pneumonia.
Old man's friend.
So she came back and she said, you might have a hernia. I've also already had a hernia before. Okay.
You went to the void. You went to the
go
void.
to the void.
You were like, I had a hernia before. Void.
The surgeon comes in. She goes,
Wrong patient?
no, she said, okay, so it was like a good, successful surgery. We obviously like found quite a bit of endo. She'd been like, everything was moving freely. Freely the banana girl.
What?
Freely would have an aneurysm.
By the way, this pizza's really good.
She comes in and she goes, yeah, there was quite a bit of endo on your uterus, on your ovaries, normal places. And then she goes, the ovary was adhered. There was an adhesion to your wall. She said, oh, we also left some endo in there because there's 4 spots on your diaphragm that I just can't remove. And I literally was like, why? Why can't you remove it? And she went, well, it's gone too far up.
Yeah, they've all got like boundaries. If you cross them, the doctors are going to come for you in your sleep. Wait, there's still endo in you?
There is still endo in me. And there's 4 spots of it. She shows me these photos and they just look like little moles.
Are you going to insert the photos?
No, I don't think
right
I can.
here? I've seen the photos and they look like tiny pieces of gravel that are right underneath the linings of your internals.
I just don't know how they got on my diaphragm.
Side note, that would have had such a different context in the 70s. Do you need a diaphragm?
And she said to me that the spots on my diaphragm could be causing me back pain. My dad came in and I was like telling my mum he needs to bring me a cookie. Like I need to eat something. I didn't eat it. It was like 2 p.m. and I hadn't eaten all day. And you know me, I get hangry.
Oh yeah.
Well, he comes. He comes in.
Cookieless.
Cookieless. At that
You were
point,
like Cookie Monster
day
at
ruined.
that point.
Day ruined.
So dad comes in, whatever. Then later.
Yeah, whatever, Dad.
Yeah, whatever, dad. Go home. Anyway, I get lots of morphine. I get given this pump. They call it a pain pump, which they just kept throwing that term around. And I went, I don't know what that means. And then she was like, well, it's like morphine. And you just push a button and it gives you morphine. So I was like,
yeah. Yeah.
so
you told
I
me
was
about that.
pushing that pump like crazy. And they were like, now we've got to go for a walk with my catheter in. Okay, my favorite nurse, my OG nurse who like wiped my tears away, is like, okay, I'm going to get this girl to come in. The nurse that comes in, a nightmare. She was like throwing my catheter around like pretty
Jump
much.
ropes with your
with
catheter.
my catheter. I'm going like this the entire time. And then they go,
So
oh, we're
needy.
going to take your catheter out. So I go, okay. And then that same nurse is like doing her, oh my god, look at this. But the other nurse, my favorite nurse, is like, just leave it. Put it down.
Put that down.
And so they did that, it was fine. They say, oh, but if you don't urinate in the next 4 to 6 hours by yourself, back up we go. And then, see, that's the vomit still coming back. Andrew comes, I all of a sudden get my first meal. Then Andrew also did get the assignment. I said, I want chocolate. He went to like 3 different parts of the building to find different types of chocolate I might want. So then I get the food, I'm so ravenous, I'm ready to eat. It's a toasted sandwich. I go, oh, I feel really nauseous all of a sudden. And we were calling the like nurse buzzer. So then they finally come in and they're like, oh yeah, it's a morphine that makes you nauseous. Which is bad because I've been pumping that like crazy. I'm like having Andrew hold a bucket for me. Nothing happens, I don't vomit, I feel better. Eventually I just don't eat.
Oh, so that's clickbait again.
Yeah, well, it was like still not fun. I wake up and then I'm like, oh my god, breakfast time, my French toast, thank goodness. I ate my French toast and then at some point you guys turn up.
Yes. So we brought flowers and a frozen Coke. And I think we know which one you liked better.
So also a little fun tool that I showed them that I've been given by my anesthesiologist, whatever her job title is. It's this like ball thing where you blow into a tube and the balls go up. And you're meant to be able to lift them all the way up to the top, all 3 of them. The first day I could do 1. The second day when you guys came, I couldn't even get him to move slightly. We did that. That was really fun. And then I was like, let's film a TikTok. Well, then we had this idea of like, he's going to come into the hospital and pretend that, because he always gets told he looks like Mr. Beast. And we're going to pretend that I think he's Mr. Beast. He did his magic. And then here we are now. 1.4 million views.
1.5.
But a lot of hate comments.
Hate comments always come with 6 hairs.
So there are some people being like, that's not Mr. Beast. And I was just like,
What do you mean?
like playing along
Playing
with it.
into it. You got them angry.
Yeah, I did. And one comment was like, Mr. Beast is for real going to turn up now. And I'm like, we're in New Zealand. He's not coming.
He's not coming.
But honestly... Oh, and then I got another comment being like, why do you even want to meet Mr. Beast? And another girl said, he's the only person that would pay for a full round of chemo. And I said, I have endo, not cancer.
It's not an insult.
No, but it's also like, why did you assume I had cancer? What does that mean? At the same time that I posted this TikTok, I also posted another one being like, when you wake up from surgery and realize like the endo is still inside you, and that popped off, but not to the same scale. But my demographic thing, very confused, because it's like Mr. Beast comedy and then like endo community.
Yeah, it's more like the people that get it, the people that don't get it, and then the endo community. Where does it go?
To Twitter.
Yeah, to Twitter.
What were the comments you saw?
Even though they didn't realize that you were trolling.
No one knew.
Yeah,
No
like
one
everyone
knew.
thought you're serious, but like that makes it funny. Like I think
funny.
that's my kind of comedy is like when you say something and people don't realize that you're trolling.
Funny part to me was everyone, first of all, they were like, you don't even look like Mr. Beast. Someone said I looked more like Mr. Beast than you.
People said you look like Jake Gyllenhaal, Mr. Beast, more than me, and my personal favorite, Macaulay Culkin, which I kind of see. Sorry. Like...
That's what I look like. I was looking dazed and confused. I had just woken up from surgery, essentially. And
Like-
he was successful.
He was like a very
his
cute child
childhood.
actor.
He was cute as a child.
And he's married to Brenda Song. Obviously, he's cool.
It's cool. And I owned it. I made my bio Macaulay Culkin's mother.
Did you?
Yeah, because I just want to be like part of it.
You got initiated
I
into
did.
the world of virality.
Well, anyway, I was initiated, got my endo kind of removed. Next steps are I have an appointment with my surgeon.
Potentially another surgery. That's scary to think about.
Thanks for watching.
You can find me at Hugo Henderson and Brittany for Priz on TikTok.
Feel free to like my video and subscribe and leave a comment of what you want to see next, or if you think I do look like Macaulay Culkin.